Without further ado, though, let us hear from the man that will be facing Tommy Fury on October the 14th on DAZN pay-per-view. What a scene it is going to be in Manchester, England. He's your friend and mine. The great KSI is back. Hello, sir. How are you?
Very good. I'm very good. How are you?
Appreciate you joining us after a long day of training, I understand. So I hope you're not too tired. Thank you very much.
No, I'm all good. I'm all good. I had a nice little double session today. So.
Look at you.
Yeah,
just
working
flexing
hard.
on the double session.
Yeah.
How many hours?
No, doing nothing. In total, maybe about 2, if not less. It's more quite intense.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's more. We do more in the time we have, rather than having long periods.
I get it. Well, you're a busy guy, and by the way, congratulations on the big win yesterday. Arsenal with the big win. Community Shield.
Yeah. Community Shield. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm sure it's very
Sextuple. It's on.
Yeah. Can't wait for that.
We've won the Emirates Cup and Community Shield, so we just need the other 4 trophies.
You have the big fight coming up. And obviously, you've been very active on Twitter over the last 24 hours. So
I feel like I'm always active on Twitter. I'm always looking at Twitter. I love it. I honestly love Twitter, or X as it's called now.
Which is still a bit weird. Yeah, it can be very, especially if you're involved in some sort of back and forth, it can be very intoxicating and almost addicting or addictive. And yesterday you were very active. But so could I ask, like, verbally here, your feelings on what transpired on Saturday? Obviously, you're very connected to everything that went down, and people curious to hear your thoughts. So, Jake beats Nate via decision.
Yes.
He goes 10 rounds for the first time in his career. Your thoughts on what you saw?
I mean, I feel like he's regressed, if anything. I don't think he did very well against an opponent that hardly jabbed. Like, I think I looked watching the fight, I was like, Nate isn't jabbing at all. He's not setting anything up. Jake wasn't setting anything up. He was just surviving the 10 rounds. It was low output, just low IQ. There wasn't, I don't really understand what Jake was trying to do. I think he tried going ham in first round, realized he didn't want to gas out because he had 9 more rounds, and then just decided to go at this really slow pace and just survive the 10 rounds while just jabbing and moving. That was kind of it. I don't feel like Nate posed a threat. He has pillow hands, especially in the boxing ring. Like, when it comes to MMA, he might be able to knock down someone because of how small the gloves are. But in boxing, bro, he doesn't throw anything from the hip. It's all just arm punches. And it's like he's slapping. And, the amount of shots Jake took was tremendous, but it hardly did anything. So that's what I felt like. Jake was able to just weather the storm and then won unanimously. But obviously, like, Nate didn't jab.
Were you expecting a dramatically different fight? Like, were you expecting something different from either of them?
No. I thought Jake would knock him out, because obviously Jake Paul's a guy who's got the power, knockout power. He knocks out all his opponents, or all his opponents go down. So then when I saw that it went to decision, I was like, all right, well, Jake's won, but this wasn't a great victory. Like, even I'm sure he would say himself he's not proud of that victory.
Compared to what you saw against Tommy Fury in February, you don't feel like he improved?
I think he regressed.
Really?
I think he
in what way?
Yeah. I just felt like the shot selection was just poor. I felt like, he did well to punch a punching bag, I guess. Like, all Nate was trying to do was the old classic tactic of just double guarding and just trying to tire his opponent out, taking all the damage, trying to parry stuff, just literally walk him down. But Nate doesn't have any power to be able to do anything with that. And Jake didn't capitalize. There was hardly any left hook turns. Jake didn't do enough to the body. Yeah, he was just he was holding a lot. I don't know. I just thought it was quite poor, personally. I'm
You,
guessing you have a different point of view.
I have. Why do you say that? By the way, why do you phrase it like?
Well, you're definitely pro Jake.
Okay, I don't know if that's fair. Because I think his team would say I'm pro Nate. That's what I was hearing all week, that I'm pro Nate
Oh, okay.
because I'm
Oh,
the
fair.
MMA
Well, I
guy.
guess you're pro MMA. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you know
But
what? I want to live in a world where
yeah.
everyone thinks I'm pro the other guy. That means I'm actually unbiased. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
this
yeah,
guy and
yeah.
this guy is saying I'm pro, that means I'm in the middle. That's tremendous.
Yeah.
I will say that this is what I said at the beginning of the show, so I'm not changing my tune. Going
Okay.
10 rounds against anyone is to me impressive. Like I said, I'm
Oh
no,
yeah, of course, of
that to
course.
me, even if you're going up against a 1 in 10 guy, if you go 10 rounds and you're not like gassed out and you could still punch and still have power in your
Well, I
shots,
mean, also it depends on the pace of the fight.
but I mean, 10 rounds for anyone is exhausting. Regular people, right? Regular humans. You guys are
Okay,
different because
fine,
you're doing like
fine.
if you
Okay,
told me to go
fair.
and fight someone 10 rounds, I'm not making it past the second. I'm getting tired. So, and yes, I know
Yeah,
that's a
fair,
low
fair.
bar, but I think 10 rounds is impressive at that stage. I think Nate is
Okay.
tough. I think the first round got dicey for Nate, and I was wondering if he was done. And then I was wondering in the second, third, fourth if he had emptied the tank because his gas tank had been questioned. So the fact that he went
Mm,
10 to me was impressive. And going up there against Nate, who doesn't die, who doesn't go away, who then starts mocking you and clowning you and all that stuff,
yeah, yeah.
is there's something to that. It is to me an impressive victory. I will say this, my prediction going into the fight was I thought Jake was going to win via decision, but I thought, and I wonder how he feels about this. I'd love to ask him. I haven't had a chance to. I thought Nate, as he typically likes to do, like he did against Leon Edwards, where he loses a
Mm,
fight, but then has a big viral moment and then walks away as like the people's winner. He had that same moment
yeah,
in this fight with the guillotine, and everyone just
with the
walks away like,
guillotine.
oh, he would have
Yeah.
won the fight if it was a real street fight. And I wonder if that annoys Jake that people are looking at that. I think a victory for Jake morally is that there's no talks of it's rigged, it's BS. Like everyone's just taking the fight on face value, and I think that there's some respect that
Mm,
comes with that. But I wonder if he's annoyed that people are like looking at the guillotine and saying, "Oh, if this was a real fight, we know who would have won." And maybe that's why he's pushing for the MMA fight. So those are kind of my thoughts on the fight.
yeah, fair, fair. Do you think he's gonna actually do? You think Nate's gonna do it? The fight
The
with
MMA
Jake?
fight, I think
Yeah.
I think Jake is sincere. Obviously, it would be great for PFL, who he's aligned with. I don't
Mm,
think Nate is going to do it for two reasons. One, I think if he fights MMA, he wants it to be in the UFC. And two,
yeah.
I think 10 million is actually too little for Nate because Nate fighting in the PFL is worth a hell of a lot more than 10 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
and initially, I think to the common layman fan out there, they'll be like, 10 million, take that, considering what you used to make in your career. But Nate is such a big star that
Mm,
I actually think that he's worth more than 10 million to the PFL. If you talk about
yeah.
like what he'd
Yeah.
bring to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
table for
Yeah.
them.
Like the PFL would make stupid amounts
Right,
from Nate. Yeah.
right. So I don't think it's going to.
Yeah.
I think he's sincere in wanting to do it, and I'm actually surprised that he wants to do it. Are you surprised? Like, what's the point? You're doing something in boxing. Why go to something completely foreign to you?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Jake is quite delusional. Obviously, he said he wants to be a world champion
Right.
by 2026. But I mean, after that performance, really? Like, I don't know. He's saying he wants to fight Canelo and beat Canelo, but I with Jake, I don't get it. I don't get what he's trying to do or what he's trying to create or who he's trying to fool. Because I feel like the consensus has changed a little. Like before, like especially this fight with Nate, people were like, "Oh yeah, KSI would lose to Jake easily. Jake is the better boxer. He's just better." Whereas now after that fight, more and more people are like, "Oh, you know what? I think KSI would actually beat Jake Paul."
That's
And
what you're
obviously,
hearing.
I've known this for time. I've known this for time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm looking and hearing it from what I see. So, like Twitter, social media, etc. But yeah, I just feel like after that performance, it didn't it wasn't dominating like Jake normally does.
Can I tell you what my biggest takeaway of the weekend was? October 14th
What?
is going to be great. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I love that
Yeah, yeah,
Logan's on it. And I'm obviously going to ask you about that in a moment. But I don't
yeah.
know
Of
if you
course,
saw what I said on Thursday in the little round table with Ade and Wade. But to me, the biggest fight is you versus him. I feel that way
me
even
versus Jay.
more
Yeah.
so now. And I don't really think, which is a testament to both of you, I don't think the result on Saturday or the result on October 14th takes anything away from that. Like that to me
Mm.
is the apex of all of this. I think you guys sell out Wembley. I think you sell at any stadium in the world. And I think it's like one of the biggest and most lucrative fights on earth. And I also feel like we are moving further and further away from it happening. And this bothers me. And so I'll repeat to you what I said there. And I don't know
Okay. Yeah.
who's right, who's wrong, who's this and that. But when I first heard about this influencer boxing world, what was
Mm.
appealing to me was these crazy matchups are all being made. Like when boxing wasn't making the fights, you guys are making the fights. So whether it's you
Yeah.
versus Logan or Salt Poppy versus this guy, like these fantasy matchups are coming to life. And now you have an actual like mega fight that everyone would be
Mm.
interested in. And it feels like it's like old boxing. Like you guys are moving further and further away from each other. We need to take the Spence Crawford Tank Garcia approach and get you all in a room and make this happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been trying. I've been trying. Like, me and Mams, we've been trying to make the fight happen. After me versus Fournier, it was meant to be me versus Jake, but then Jake decided he didn't want to go down the route and then decided to fight Nate instead. We have been trying to fight.
So you and
Jake doesn't want to do it.
You believe that?
Jake doesn't feel like he's good enough to beat me. I think he felt like he was good enough to beat me last year when I came back from music to get into boxing. He tried to capitalize on me when I wasn't, sharp, when I wasn't as good as I am now. Now that he's seen how I'm taking out my opponents, my movement, my tenacity, blah, blah, blah. He's seen all of that and it terrifies him. That's truly what I believe. We literally, me, Mams, Nikisa, were all ready to, go, okay, Jake Paul fight, let's go. And then Jake said, nah, I'm fine, Nate. And I think that's just because, after that loss against Tommy, he lost himself. And that's why he fired, a load of his team, got a new coach and everything, and just wanted to figure himself out. And then that's why with the fight against Nate, I just felt like he did worse than he did against Tommy. At least with Tommy, like he still looked like he was doing well in certain parts of the rounds. He was able to push back Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury was just beating him with the combinations. And Jake doesn't know how to, attack when someone else is attacking. But, there was parts of him that looked good against Tommy. Against Nate, like, if I wanted to fight Jake before, I want to 100% fight him now because I just know I would just clear him, destroy him. Like it wouldn't even be hard. It's just from what I saw, it just wasn't great. And I felt like Nate was able to just push him back with his pillow fists and was able to just weigh on him. And if only he had a bit more power, I think he would be able to get rid of Jake. But
considering he won the fight via unanimous decision by a pretty wide margin, do you think maybe, because you said after the Tommy fight and after your fight recently, like he now doesn't want to fight you anymore, do you think maybe his confidence has returned and he will be interested in fighting you after your fight?
Nah. I think his confidence isn't there yet still. Okay. And that's probably why he's trying to go down the PFL route and all of that. He's avoiding me. He doesn't want to fight me. But that's okay. Like, I wish he would actually just admit it and be like, I don't want to fight KSI. I'm scared. I'm a pussy. And then just, that's it. And if anything, I would respect him more if he said that.
Okay, so you return
Bro, I'm out here having to fight Tommy Fury to indirectly show the world that I'm better than Jake Paul. This is the levels I have to do. And do you know how many people was saying, I ain't going to fight Tommy Fury? They'll say, oh, I'm too scared to fight Tommy Fury. I'm not good enough to fight Tommy Fury. All right, the fight is done now. I'm fighting Tommy Fury. Now what? He's going to lose anyway. It doesn't matter. Oh, well, 0 chance. I'm putting my money on Tommy Fury. I go in there, knock him out. Oh, well, it's not a real fight anyway. Whatever. Da, da, da. Like, there'll always be an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's just the game that this is. And that's why I feel like, after Tommy Fury, I might just leave it at that. Because I'm not going to go chasing this guy.
This could be your last fight.
Yeah, possibly.
How much of a reality is that?
I'd say 8%.
Wow.
Yeah, because I've been trying to fight Jake for how long? For how long now? And it's just constant excuses. And then it's crazy. He, like, tries to manipulate the audience to make it look like it's my fault, that I'm the one that's afraid to fight Jake. When I'm there, like, no, let's go, let's do it. Finally, I've got legacy tattooed on my back. This is why I do what I do. It's like the final piece to the puzzle, and he doesn't want to give it to me. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just indirectly beat you by beating Tommy.
How difficult was it to get the Tommy fight? It seemed like for a minute there was some drama.
Yeah.
And how hard was that journey?
Yeah, it was just basically just going back and forth about like the weight or the money, etc. Just constant negotiation tactics, blah blah blah. But yeah, eventually we got it. But yeah, it definitely took a while to sort. It was a bit of a ball ache. And there's moments where I thought, oh, okay, I don't think this fight's going to happen. But then, yeah, we both signed and yeah, now we're fine.
Was there ever a moment where you were looking elsewhere? Even Jorge Masvidal came on my show and raised his hand.
Yeah, I saw that. And I was like, I told Mams, I'm down. Like, if Tommy's being long, I'll fight Masvidal. I'll fight someone. For me, I'm not afraid. I don't have this fear. And I always find it funny when people online just go, oh, KSI scared to do this, KSI scared to do that. All my life, I've always just proven people wrong. So why would I be afraid to fight a certain person that you think I wouldn't beat?
So in the end, what is the weight for this fight?
183.
183. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'd love it to be 180 or 175, whatever. But I'll make 183 work. It's like, I guess it helps Tommy a bit more, but I'm happy to sacrifice that to make the fight happen.
Is this the biggest payday of your boxing career so far?
I don't look at how much I get paid.
What? What are you talking about?
I couldn't care.
Why? This is prize fighting.
Like, nah, for me, it's not about the money, man.
What is it
about the money. It's about legacy, bro.
Yeah, but you're spending all this time. You're beating yourself up.
It's about trying to be the best. For me, I'm there like, because I'm happy with the amount of money I have. I'm happy with that. But for me, like, what drives me more is being, like, showing my audience, showing everyone, showing the world that no matter who you are, as long as you believe in yourself and work hard, you can literally do anything. And I want to prove to the world that Tommy Fury, a boxer who's boxed all his life, is going to be facing me, KSI, who was a YouTube gamer, then also, is in the Sidemen, did all these other random things, does boxing here and there. I've done boxing for way less years, but I have the tenacity, the self-belief, the hard work. And I'm going to go in there against the odds and beat Tommy Fury. And for me, having that in my life, in my history, in my legacy, is way more than any amount of money. So when it comes to money, well, I don't even know how much I'm getting paid.
Wow.
I know, my chef is getting paid. I know my physio is getting paid. I know my coaches are getting paid. I know the fighters are getting paid. I know how much Tommy Fury is getting. I haven't even asked Mams how much I'm getting.
Wow.
For me, it's not about that, bro. So yeah.
Respect. You referenced this.
Respect.
What? No, I'm saying why? Why are you laughing?
No, it's just funny.
Why? Am I not supposed?
No. It's just respect. He's like, no. I know. It's just funny.
What? Are you saying I'm a poser? What?
No. It was just funny how you said respect, bro.
Yeah. Ali G, respect.
Oh, it's just
No.
funny. I know. But yeah,
Wow.
no, that's
I
just
feel
it.
like,
Yeah.
are we not friends anymore? I mean,
No,
I
we
feel like you're
are. What
mocking
the
me. I mean,
hell?
I feel like you were just
We
mocking me. I was
are.
trying to
No, it was
I was
just
showing
funny.
love.
It's
Sheesh. All right.
it's like I just said this whole thing and you were like, respect.
What,
Anyway, so yeah,
what do you want me to
no,
say?
it was just funny.
All
It was
right.
just funny. Well, it was funny. It was
Okay.
like comedic timing.
All right.
I
Fine,
don't
fine.
know. Maybe I'm off my
No,
head.
listen. It's fine. It's fine. You're calling me lame.
Oh, shut
Uh,
up.
you referenced this earlier. Oh, they're going to say that it's not a real fight. So why is this an
Yeah.
exhibition?
Well, it's a real fight. I don't understand. Like, it's just because the border control, the British border control, isn't sanctioning it, means it's not a real fight, even though everything is the exact same. It's just a different governing body. Simple as that. So I don't know. Like, I'm sorry, but the British border control have a monopoly in the UK, man, when it comes to deciding what fights get sanctioned and what fights don't. So we've got the PBA who have been amazing for us and allowed so many awesome fights to happen. Why would we try and work with the British Border Control when we could just easily work with PBA and just get everything how we want it?
Do you feel that takes away from the win?
Not at all.
No.
Literally, the only difference is the win is on BoxRec. What you're telling me, like, you know, I fight Tommy Fury, I beat him. We're all gonna be like, oh well, it's not on BoxRec, so it didn't count. Don't care. We're gonna just wash it from our memory. Like, that's not how it works.
So to be clear, it's all the same rules.
I don't care about it being on my pro record.
Right.
I couldn't give a shit. I couldn't give a shit. I just want to be seen as the man that was able to beat Tommy Fury. Man, I beat him. Done. That's it. Like, I don't care about one, on my fucking record.
Right. But and so for the audience at home, like, there are judges, there's a winner, there's not.
Everything is the exact same.
Okay.
It's just different governing body.
Okay. And did he want that? Like, was he pushing for the BBOC to be involved?
No, not that I know of. I think he was pretty calm.
Okay.
He was pretty black. Honestly, like, he was just happy about the money, I'm pretty sure.
Is it his biggest payday?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
So I see that. I see a lot of people are like, make sure you ask KSI why it's an exhibition, this, that. Does it have anything to do with the card itself? Like, is it, I think.
Well, yeah. So if we did it under the British Border Control, then we wouldn't be able to have the super fights in the influencer boxing scene.
Okay.
We'll just have random pro boxers who no one really cares about. Then it would literally just be, me versus Tommy, and that's it. Like, everyone else would just be like, oh, I don't know who these pro boxers are. I'll just wait for the main event. Whereas now we can have, big major fights in the influencer scene. Slim versus Salt Pappy, for example.
Is that happening?
I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure it's close.
Okay, yeah, I heard that the council, like,
they're putting pressure on Slim to accept.
There's now an actual council. There's like an actual collection of people.
It's good, man. It makes shit happen.
Wow,
it's good. I love it.
Why is it happening in Manchester and not O2? Like, why did you pick Manchester? Wouldn't that be Tommy Fury country?
Well, I mean, I think for me, I'm happy to go in his backyard and beat him. I think that's pretty cool. Also, that's one of the places where influencer boxing started. Me versus Logan, the first fight was in Manchester Arena. So there's quite a lot of history there with that. So I think it's kind of cool that it's come full circle somewhat.
Speaking of Logan, he has been announced for this card. No opponent just yet.
Yes.
One of the talking points last week in Dallas was, wow, Logan fighting on a Misfits card and not a MVP card. Do you have any idea why that is?
Because it's a Prime card.
Okay. What does that mean?
Yeah. As in everything to do with Prime.
Okay.
Like, me and Logan on Prime. So that's why we call it Prime card. The Misfits event. Yeah. That's just it. That's the only reason. Just because it's Prime.
Is there going to be multiple Prime cards? Is like going to be Prime card 1?
I mean, you never know. Okay. You never know. I mean, for me, like, I did say, 80% chance of me, stopping. But if there's something that gravitates me to want to fight again, and if it's another prime card where it's like huge and a spectacle, then yeah, I'll be down. Like for me, like it has to excite me. It has to personally excite me. I'm not here to try and make money fights. I don't care.
When will we find out who Logan is fighting?
Maybe this week.
Okay.
This week.
You know who it is.
I'm pretty sure,
but it hasn't been announced.
I know who it is. Yeah.
I thought you guys were waiting. You may know till his SummerSlam match was done, as to not like confuse the audience. Like, what, he's got 2 fights booked. One's in wrestling, one's in not. So that I figured it was going to come after the match. Did that have anything to do with?
Partly.
Okay.
Partly, yeah.
Did you watch his
It's good
match?
to space things out, but we have a lot of cool things happening with Prime. So, yes, I did.
He's a crazy mofo, huh?
Bro, he's insane. I was talking to him. I was like, bro, that DDT,
yes,
like you jump, like backflipping onto him and then DDTing him, it was insane. The whole match was like top tier.
Yeah,
literally one of the best matches I've ever watched. And like I've seen a lot of WWE. He's just insane, bro.
And then he gets on a jet and flies to Dallas and doesn't take off the gear.
All the way back. Yep.
He's sitting there in the front row wearing the same gear.
Yep. Unreal.
Didn't even take a shower. I was like, Logan, man, you can take a shower or something? Nothing on that plane?
Yeah. Nah, bro, he's a savage.
He is. Respect to him, huh? Respect.
Respect. He's sick, man. He's very, very dope.
My prediction was it didn't come to fruition. I thought that they were going to have you interfere at Money in the Bank at the O2 because you interfered at Mania to help him win that match. And then I saw you in the front row, but you didn't really interfere. Was there ever any talk of you coming back as a character?
We had a few ideas, but we decided it wasn't going to work.
Okay.
So we just left it, and I just decided just to watch the match.
Okay.
Since I was in England, and it was sick. Yeah, it's like that was the second time I've gone to a wrestling match, and man, this time, like the first time I went, I don't know, it wasn't that great. I think maybe because where I was sitting was kind of meh, but this time when I went, Money in the Bank, bro, just the crowd was crazy.
Incredible.
Like, there was times where Logan would do something and they're like, they would chant. Oh, what would they chant? No. So Logan would do something cool, and then the audience would chant, "You still suck. You still suck." Even after he did something super dope. And they were just calling him a wanker.
Yeah. Like
all in unison, wanker. And boy, it was just, he just fits wrestling so well. And I'm just like, what other YouTuber could just do that so seamlessly?
Yeah, there was one point where he went through the table like head first. I thought he broke his neck.
Yeah, bro. There's times like he had massive gash as well, or like scar. Like, yeah, man. He puts his body through hell. It's not easy. It is not easy, man. But I respect it. I'd never do it myself. No chance. But yeah, I fully respect it.
Would you ever consider the final fight being against him? Full circle.
Nah.
Why not? Prime. What better main event for a Prime card? You versus Logan to end it all?
I think we're just kind of just too cool now.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Yeah, like it's like me like fighting my bro. I just wouldn't do it. Yeah, I just wouldn't I wouldn't fight Deji because it just I don't know. I'd literally be scamming the people watching because I'm not taking it seriously. I'm not going to knock out my brother. Yeah. So, yeah.
Do you think Logan would fight Jake?
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
I think they'll spar, but I think that'll be behind closed doors. But yeah, I don't think they'll fight.
I see like little comments here and there, and it makes me think like, what's going on over here?
Yeah, but I mean, nah, man, just you know, I feel like with brothers, you can be competitive.
Sure.
For sure. Like there's times where my bro thinks he can beat me in a boxing match, and I just laugh, laugh in his face, like, shut up. you are not on my level. Get out of my face. But like, yeah, but then he's there like, oh well, I could catch you with this and da 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 da. So yeah, well, you're always gonna have some competitiveness, but at the end of the day, you're not actually going to have a fight, pay-per-view fight, you know, with each other.
I saw you say yesterday, I'll let you go in a moment. I saw you say yesterday that you are now the final boss.
Yes, I am. When I knock out Tommy Fury, I will be the final boss.
Which means the final boss has to.
Because I feel like right now the final boss is Tommy Fury.
Yeah, you think
Tommy
so?
Fury is infiltrated and just, you know, taken that crown from Jake Paul. So I'm about to take it back.
And then Jake fights you.
Well, I mean, do you think Jake wants to fight me? He wants to fight Nate in PFL for MMA. Brother, he don't want to fight me. He didn't even mention me.
Would that be a shame? Do you think that would be a shame? Like ultimately, like you know, boxing has always been about the fights that could have happened, and it's starting to happen in MMA too. Wouldn't that be a shame if this doesn't happen for the scene?
Yeah, of course, it's a shame, but I don't want people to blame me.
No, I'm not saying blame. I'm not blaming anyone.
No, but even fam, even with this event, the Jake Paul Nate Diaz fight, notice that the prime card wasn't even promoted on it.
You mean on the broadcast? You mean
on the broadcast? Nothing, nothing compared to when I was fighting Fournier. Jake Paul versus Nate was everywhere, right? You saw the little banner across all the time. You had their previews, etc. But when it came to him fighting Nate, nothing of me. He doesn't want anything to do with me, and that's okay. That's fine.
I just think it would be.
But yes, of course, it'd be shame. Of course, it's a shame. Of course, it'd be huge. But you know, at the end of the day, it takes two to tango, and this brother don't want to dance.
Could that sell at Wembley? Yeah, it can, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sidemen charity match has sold out London Stadium or Olympic Park Stadium. Yeah, so
I suggested Wembley or Hotspur Stadium, and then someone was like, "Oh, KSI would never fight there because he's."
I'd never fight.
Come on, you're not that guy. Well, you can fight in that gigantic stadium headlined by Tyson.
Nope. We actually, with the Sidemen charity match, we had the chance to play at a Tottenham's ground, and I said I would not play.
Really?
I said yes. I said there's no chance I will actually play. No chance.
They're not even on your level.
Yeah, but still, I don't want to be associated with them.
Wow, that is crazy. I mean, it's like we're talking about one team. I mean, I know Arsenal bottles it, but they're still at the top. You know, like you know, big rematch this weekend. Big rematch. You know?
I can't, bro. You're going to get destroyed.
No, I'm actually afraid of that.
You are going to get destroyed. What was your last preseason? 5-0 against a brandy team. Yeah, you're getting destroyed.
But we have a secret weapon. We actually have a spy. What? I don't know if you're Matt Turner. He's crossed over.
Oh yeah, crossing over.
Yes,
but I don't even think he's going to be the first.
You don't think so?
First, the main goalkeeper.
Well,
I think they're looking at Henderson.
Well, no. Dino Henderson. Come on, I'm like the biggest force. Dino Henderson's still in United. United doesn't want to let him go, so we had to change direction and sign Matt Turner. Matt Turner coming over from Arsenal. Okay. He's going to give us the scoop on you guys. This is
Give us the scoop. Okay, sure. Well, I mean, did you see what we did to Man City?
Nah,
we literally played out of our skin. We would just Timber, what a player, and Rice as well, phenomenal. I mean, the whole team just did their bit, man. Everyone played so well. The tactics were on point. Arteta is just a genius. I mean, look what Pep created. He's created a monster, and we're about to win the league. We're about to do the sextuple, bro.
That's the prediction. You think you get it done?
I 100% believe we'll win the league.
Wow.
Yes. What do you mean? Wow.
What do you mean?
I said this last year.
And it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
If Saliba didn't get injured, we would have won. If Saliba didn't get injured, we would have won. Okay, simple as that. We lack depth in our squad as well. We had certain injuries that didn't help. But look, The game's the game. We're good now. We got good depth. We got a good squad. Everyone's happy. Everyone's excited. Everyone's hungry.
Declan a
We
bit
just won the
overpaid.
Community Shield. Huh?
Declan overpaid.
Look, Declan is a god amongst men. How dare you? How dare you?
105? What is it? I mean, come on.
How dare you?
Come on. This guy can't even start for England. He's getting 105?
What do you mean? Of course he starts for England.
He's no Morgan
Always.
Gibbs White. He's no Morgan Gibbs White. What you know about MGW?
Okay, no, get out. What are you on about? Okay, he's a great player, but he can't save Nottingham Forest. He can't save the spanking you're going to get this weekend.
I am worried about that. Now, are you going?
No, because I'm training.
Oh, wow. What?
Yeah.
You can't take 2
right?
hours off?
Pain. Look, I have very strict trainers in it.
Wow. I saw you had that sweet prime cake on your birthday. By the way, happy birthday, belated birthday. A couple months now, but I saw you. That sweet cake. Did they let you have a bit of the cake?
Yeah. Obviously, that was wait, when was that? That was after the fight. Yeah, so I was able to have a little bit, but I'm not really a cake guy.
Oh,
I'm more. I like Welsh cakes. Welsh cakes are nice.
What is that?
You won't know what that is. No, it's like raisins with what can I say? It's like a pastry with raisins in it, but it's really nice.
That's what you like?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Over like chocolate cake?
You need to try it to understand the deliciousness of Welsh cakes.
Really?
Bro,
raisins.
Legit, I always get my girlfriend to make them.
Oh, really? Okay.
She hates it. Yeah, she's actually sick of me asking her to make Welsh cakes.
Is she Welsh? Is it like something from Wales?
No. She's not Welsh, but she's I guess kind of related, but not.
But is it from Wales? Is that why it's called Welsh?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a Welsh thing. Yeah.
All right. October 14th on DAZN pay-per-view.
Yes.
You are back.
Knock out Tommy Fury.
Okay, this is the
that's I don't want to knock him out. I need to.
Why?
That's because I feel like that will purely silence everyone. Like if I just win, by points, everyone will be like, wow, cool, sick. But if I knock him out, everyone will be like, oh my fucking God, he's the GOAT. No one can chat to him. And at that point, bro, I could walk down naked in England. No one can say nothing. Everyone like, yo, that's KSI, man. Let him run around naked.
That would be some kind of way to walk away. You knock out Tommy and then you walk away. But I don't think you're done. You can't be done now. If you knock him out, you're going to be on fire. Like, not like you're not on fire already, but why would you walk away then? That's like Jordan walk away, in the midst of the run there,
But then it's like Khabib.
Don't come back at me with an MMA analogy, okay? I'm the MMA guy.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
We have to have this fight.
Look at Khabib right now, bro. God amongst men.
Yeah.
He is that guy.
No, but the talk is premature. Premature. It was premature. We need the face-off, you and Jake, once and for all. We need the fight. It has to happen. There's no bigger fight. What can I do?
You gotta tell Jake.
What can I do to make it happen?
You gotta talk to Jake. Get Jake on here and put it on him. And watch him go, nah, man, well, I'm trying to be a world champion, but first I need to fight Nate Diaz in the PFL for this MMA thing. And then after that, I might have to rematch Tommy Fury. And then after that, I know the KSI fight's there, but I want to fight Masvidal. I want to fight another retired MMA fight just to build my confidence before I look at maybe even sniffing at KSI. Bro, excuse after excuse after excuse. Like, he will find God, he'll call out Joe Rogan.
I'm gonna work on this.
Joe, it's time. I want to fight you in a boxing match.
I'm gonna work on this. This has become my mission, all right? You say sure, like you're dismissing me, like I have no say in these matters. I'm the Switzerland here. I'm the bridge between the two outfits, okay? I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna get you all in a room. Right. We're gonna figure this out. Yeah?
Good luck, brother.
Okay. All right. You know what the move to say there was respect. That was, you were supposed to give it back.
Oh, yeah. We come full circle. Yes. Respect. Yeah.
Yes. Well, congratulations on getting the Tommy fight. Good luck in training. October 14th. We're just about 2 months away. And pay-per-view number, what is the prediction for that? What do you think this does?
Pay-per-view number, dominator, man. I think they'll possibly do over a mil.
Wow.
I think, yeah, like this with this fight, I know it's big because my girlfriend, her mates are messaging her about wanting to come to the fight.
Right.
That's never happened before. Yeah.
Is there going to be a
not
presser?
even with the Logan fight.
Really? Wow.
Like this is because, this is Battle of Britain. You know, KSI, Tommy Fury, and then you got with Tommy Fury, you got Tyson Fury, Molly May. These are people huge in England. And then obviously after Tommy Fury beat Jake Paul, you know, you've got his audience watching. You've got a load of Americans watching worldwide. You know, with me, Prime card, everything. Logan being involved, like it's gonna be massive. So I truly believe over a mil.
It's going to be gigantic. Perhaps we'll make it over there for this one. I've never seen you fight in person.
What do you mean, perhaps?
Well, I don't know.
Of course. You have to be there.
I felt like you didn't want me there. You're saying, oh, you're on this
side.
No,
brother. I want you there. You're still pro Jake.
Nah.
I want you there.
Is there going to be like a presser soon to sell tickets? Like, are we going to see you guys?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, I feel like the tickets are going to.
No, I know. But like just like a kickoff type of thing. Like a no.
Yeah. We're going to do a presser. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good luck, my friend. Thank you very much for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, man.
And can't wait for it, October 14th. And sorry, commiserations in advance on the loss this weekend. Come on, you Reds.
We'll see.
Thank you, JJ. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, there he is, the great KSI, a.k.a. JJ, kind enough to join us.